Hi everyone, Ben here from Real Guitar School. Today we're going to talk about bending to target tones. So we're going to focus on staying in two positions, the 5th position and the 10th position. And in those two positions we're going to try and find some chordal notes that are close so we can bend from one chord to the next. So we're going to use our blues progression once again, which goes from an A7 chord for 4 bars to D7 for 2, A7 for 2, E7 for 1, D7 for 1, A7 for 1, E7 for 1. Okay, and we're going to focus on this 5th position. So we've got our A7 arpeggio here, our D7 arpeggio here, and our E7 arpeggio. You'll notice that some of those notes, or many of them actually, are only a semitone or a fret, 2 frets apart from each other. So for example, if we're playing over an A7 chord and I've got my G here, if I was going to an E, I can bend up to the G sharp, which is the 3rd of the E7, and I can get that sound. And then when I come to a D, I can bend down and come back to the F sharp. So I'm following the chords. So in a sense, without having the chords there, I can paint them out. Let's just have a quick go at that. So here's an A7. A, D7, A, E, D, A, E. Back to the A. Okay, we're going to try that along with a backing track, and we're going to try and look at a couple of different spaces where we can get some real interesting sounds just shifting between the chords through a bend. So for example, one position we'll look at is up here at the 10th fret. You can see we've got our root note for the A here. Our 7th for the D is just here. So I can bend up with my 3rd finger from the 12th fret to the 13th to the D7. Now the 3rd for the A is just up at the 14th fret. So I'm going to continue to bend from the 7th of the D up to the 3rd of the A. There you go. Now from the 3rd of the A, I can keep going up to the 7th of the E. So we're going to go, there's the 3rd of the A, there's the 7th of the E, back down to the 7th of the D, up to the 3rd of the A. Okay, we can do the same thing down here. So we can go, here's our, there's our bending up to our 3rd. From the A to the 7th of the D. Back to the A. Up to the 7th of the E. Down to the 7th of the D. Back to the 3rd of the A. Seventh of the D, 3rd of the A, 7th of the E, 7th of the D, the A, 7th of the A. Down to the F sharp for the D. 5th of the A. Okay, here we go. Third of the A, down to the 7th. Go through the chords in the arpeggios and see how many different places you can find to do this. You'll find that the more you do it, the easier it gets, and you'll get some really great sounds. When you hear people talk about making the guitar cry, when they blues players, for example, that sound of bending from one note to another and using some vibrato. That's where it comes from. You're putting all that character in there by moving from one pitch to the next, and we can get some great sounds. I hope you've enjoyed today's lessons. Have fun.